Hello, everybody. Welcome to After Further Review. I am your host, Steve Tower, and tonight we will be kicking off a double elimination tournament using the 2024 remix set for the World Football League for Fury Football by Play Now Games. And before we kick off the tournament, I just wanted to go over some of the special rules that I'll be using. So for a 12-team double elimination tournament, 4 teams need to get a first round bye. So tonight we'll be randomly selecting 4 of those teams. I'll be using some of the rules that were suggested that come with this set. So if a team scores a touchdown, it'll be worth 7 points. The advanced kicking option will be used. I'll explain that when we get into the game. And then I am implementing a special house rule for this, in that there will only be a one try for a conversion. So in the normal rules for Fury Football, as long as a team makes a conversion, they can just keep going. But for my tournament here, they'll just get one chance at it, and they can go for either a 3, 5, or 7 point conversion. And the twist being, if they get the conversion, the other team will take over for their next possession where the conversion was converted from. But if the team misses, then if they fail to make the conversion, the other team will take over at midfield. And then I'll also be using the rule that whichever team starts on defense first, they will have the first use for the strategy cards. So for this set, there is only one strategy card for each team. So whatever team starts on defense, they will have the option to use their card first. And then when they use it, then the other team who receives the ball first, they will then have an option to use their card whenever they like. So with that out of the way, let's head on down to the table and get things going here in our tournament. This is the set of cards. I have them all separated out into the teams. The back of the sheet you get with this, it comes with a brief introduction to the card set, as well as introduces some suggested rules for it, some of which I will be using. The key thing is that there has to be 3 players listed as an offensive lineman with the OL. So that did kind of limit some of the teams. They had to sit like their star running back for it, but maybe as the tournament goes on, I'll rotate some of those in. And then for the kicking option, I don't believe that I've showcased that before here on the channel. Basically what it is, when a team gets to 4th down, they can elect to kick the ball instead of going for it. And they can either use 2 dice or 3 dice. And then whatever the total is of the dice that they roll, that's how far the ball moves. If it crosses over into the end zone, it's worth 3 points, and then the team will take over at midfield. The other team will take over. If it doesn't quite reach the end zone, then it's considered a punt, and wherever it ends up, that's where the other team will take over. But if doubles are rolled on either the 2 dice, or if they roll 3 dice, if there's doubles on in any of those 2 dice, any of those 3 dice, it is considered a block punt, and the other team will take over where the kick was attempted. So with that out of the way, let's get this tournament going. So here's my handy dandy 12-team double elimination bracket from printyourbrackets.com if you're looking for your own. And so one of the quirks with a 12-team double elimination tournament is that 4 teams get a first round bye. So I have the 12 teams laid out here. We will shuffle them up, and then I will draw out 4 of them, and they will be moving on here into the first round. And then I will draw out the remaining teams who will battle each other here in the first round. So our first team getting a bye will be the Hawaiians. So they will get to just watch this game from the sidelines tonight. Our next team is going to be the Texans. So the Texans, moving on. Let's see. Our third team is going to be the Sun. And then our last team getting a first round bye is the Fire. All right, so there you go. There are our 4 teams that get to just watch the events. So now we'll draw the teams out one by one to see who will be playing here tonight. It's Christopher Hoffman joins us. Welcome, Chris. Hope that you are well. All right, our first team is going to be the Southmen. So the Southmen, they will be taking on the Americans. All right, so the winner of the Southmen versus the Americans will be taking on the Hawaiians in the next round. Our second match tonight will be the Storm, and they will be taking on the Sharks. All right, and then our 2 games for the next show is going to be the Stars taking on the Blazers. And then finally, it will be the Wheels taking on the Bell. All right, so those 2 will be played out on a future stream. But now we will get set up. So the Southmen taking on the Americans will be our first match. The winner of that will move on to face the Hawaiians. All right, so we'll get this set up. So how this is going to work here, at least for tonight, is I will be calling the plays for the second team drawn. So I'll be calling the plays for the Americans here in this first one. And I will just use the auto offense and defense roles for the other team. And then in the second round, I will then add in for all the winners. They will get to we'll do a random draw from the coaches expansion set, and so each team will get a random draw to have one of the coaches call their plays. All right, so there is the Southmen set up. So all of these teams, they only get 1 strategy card. And so the Southmen, they will be on defense first, so they will have first use of the strategy card. Theirs is referee help, and it's a video reversal, so that changes a fumble result into a no gain and negates the fumble. So they will definitely be looking to utilize that if they get a fumble result on offense. And for the Americans, they will not be able to use their strategy card until the Southmen use theirs. So if the Southmen end up not using their strategy card, then that means that the Americans will never get a chance. The Americans' strategy card is an offense boost. It's extra effort, so they get to add 1 die roll to any game. All right, so the Americans will be on offense first. They will start at midfield. And we are ready to get underway. So if you've never seen Fury football before, it is broken down. It's a 6-on-6 kind of mishmashed version of American football. But basically, what they're trying to do is just advance into the end zone for a touchdown. The offense will call a run or a pass, or they can call an audible. The defense has access to 4 different plays: pass, run, fury, and react. And each player has 2 different results. The top result is for a pass play. The bottom result is for a run play. And how it works. So for our first play here, I am going to call a pass, and then I'll roll 3 dice for each of the plays initially. The D6 is going to determine what the AI is calling. So in this case, we'll refer to the auto defense chart. The green die will tell us which player we'll be referring to if the result is 1 through 12. If the result is a 13 through 20, then we will look on the defensive card. And if a 20 is rolled, then we will have an additional roll here, which usually indicates that either a player is injured or there'll be an offensive penalty or a defensive penalty. All right, so the Americans, we're going to call a pass play here on our first down. Oh, and each team has 4 downs to advance as far as they can up the field, hopefully to score a touchdown. If they do not, at the end of the 4th down, the other team will take over wherever they end up, unless, of course, on that first down, if we kick a field goal or if we score a touchdown, and then we go to the conversion attempts. All right, so here we go. Americans calling a pass play on their first down. Oh, and each team gets 4 possessions for the game. So we called a pass play. We rolled a 5 for the defense, and a 5. They're actually going to call a run defense. Not going to matter, though, because the D20 is an 11, so that means we'll refer to the player at number 11, which is the offensive end Bell. It's a medium gain. However, he does have a fury die result. And if it is a triangle, which it is, instead it is a touchdown. So there we go. The Americans come right out and score a touchdown on their opening play. And bing, boom, bang, the Americans go up 7-0. All right, so this is a special house rule that I am using just for this tournament. After a touchdown, the team gets to call or try for a conversion and then go for a 3, 5, or 7-point conversion. So just from the 3-yard line, the 5, or the 7. If they make the conversion, the other team will start their next possession from whatever line they started at. So if we try for a 3-point conversion and we make it, the other team will take over at the 3. And same for the 5 or the 7. If we try for wherever we try for the conversion, if we do not make it, the other team then takes over from midfield. In the normal game of Fury football, teams get unlimited conversions as long as they keep converting them. So for the purposes of the stream and for this tournament, I decided to kind of streamline that. So we're going to go for a 5-point conversion. And we are going to pass. So let's see what happens here. The defense is going to they're going to call a react defense. And it is a 19. A 19 pass, we refer to our quarterback. So it is a medium gain unless it's a square on the Fury die, which is not. So a medium gain is 2d6 gain. So as long as we get a total of 5 or more on 2d6, we will convert. Oh, and we do not. Oh, the 5-point conversion is not successful. So the Southmen will take over at midfield. for their first possession. All right, so a 7-0 game. And here we go. So now I'll be calling the defense for the Americans. And again, the Southmen still control the strategy card, so they have that video reversal. If they get a fumble result, they can use their card there to change it to a no gain. All right, so starting near midfield, as Ian Brooke joins us. Welcome, Ian. Let's see. We are going to start. We'll start with a pass defense. So now we'll be looking to see what the offensive call is, and they're on a white spot. So they're going to call a run. And it's player number 10, so one of their linemen, and a medium. It's going to be a medium gain for a run. Medium gain is 2d6. Oh, and it's going to be 11, and they're going to score a touchdown on their first play as well. Oh boy, this might be a high-scoring game. So the Southmen answer right back. 2 plays, 2 touchdowns. And now they are going to go for a conversion. So for the AI, I will roll a d6 when the score is tied. A 1 to 2, they'll do a 3-point conversion. For 3-4 will be a 5-point, and then a 5-6 will be a 7-point. And they're just going to go for 3 on this one. All right, so we will call a Fury defense for the conversion. They are going to call a run. And it's going to be the same player to their offensive lineman here, Morrill, and it is a medium gain on the run, and they convert. So the Southmen go up 10-0. And because they converted their try there, we will start on the 3 instead of at midfield. All right, so the Americans come out, and they are trailing now 10-7. We will call a pass play on first down. Dave Gardner joins us. Welcome, Dave. Hope that you are well. And yes, I saw that you had gotten the WFL set for Fury Football. Really, really fun set. And I have to say, I hope that all future versions of Fury Football sets come out in this format, because it is really awesome having the pictures of the players with their number and their jersey and everything on here. Of course, it helps when it's also a team based on a real life team. And so what they did is the offensive defense, they have their different road and away jerseys. So that's why the offensive players, like for the Americans, have their blue jerseys, and for their defense, they have their white jerseys. All right, so we'll call a pass play here on first down, here on our second possession. And for the Southmen, they are calling, we're in a green, they're going to call a react defense. And it's an 18. So 18 for a pass. It is going to go to our quarterback. Would normally be a medium gain, but the square result means it's going to be a long gain. So a long gain is 3d6. And it is going to be a gain of 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. A nice gain on first down. And we are well into Southmen territory. Let's go for a run here on second down. And the defense they call another react. And it is 19. This is going to go to our quarterback again. And Zuni, he's going to get a long gain. So that is 3d6 yards. And I think it's going to be oh, yes, it'll easily be a touchdown. And there we go. The Americans retake the lead. They are now on top 14-10. All right. And let's see. For the conversion, we are up by 4. Oh, you know what? We're going to try for 5 again. and we will pass for the conversion attempt. The defense is gonna, let's see, they have a gotcha. So when a gotcha comes up for the AI defense, that means that they call whatever to match whatever you called. So we called a pass, so they will be in a pass defense. And the roll is 19, which means it's going to be incomplete. And the Southmen will take over at midfield. All right, so 2 failed conversions for the Americans. And here is the second possession for the Southmen. Now trailing 14-10. Let's see. We are going to call... Let's see. We'll call a pass defense here on first down. And they will call a pass. But it's going to go... We're going to check number 6. Let's see, which is... Oh, I got to lift up my glasses. That is stairs for the Americans. Normally a sack, unless the Fury die is a circle, which it is. Unfortunately, a sack would have dropped him back D6 yards, but an incomplete will just be an incomplete pass. So that'll bring up second down. We're going to go to a react defense for second down. Let's see, and they call a run, and it is 13. So run on a 13. We'll be checking player number 4, which is, let's see, oh boy, that is DeFore for the Americans. And on a run, it is no gain unless it's a triangle, which it's not. Would have been a fumble, but still just a no gain. So the Southmen still stuck at midfield. Let's dial up a Fury defense for third down. And they are going to call a pass, but it is going to go to check an Americans player, number 2. That is, let's see, Bluford. And it is going to be an incomplete pass on third down, which brings up fourth down. All right, so with the optional kicking rules, so they can kick here. They could go for it, but they're going to try to kick. And I think, let's see, so they are 10 away. I think they're going to go for just the 2 die and try to pin us deep. So here comes their kicking team, and oh no, it's still going to be enough, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and they do. All right, well, so it goes across the end zone, which is 3 points, and they make it a 1-point game, and the Americans will take over at midfield for their third possession. All right, 14-13, Americans on top. We will do a pass play here on first down. And they're going to call a run defense, which means it's going to be a long gain. So a 3d6 gain for the Americans, and that is going to be a touchdown. And they go up 21-13. All right, so let's see, an 8-point game. We're gonna go for a 7-point conversion, and we will pass here. Let's see, the defense is going to be a pass defense. So pass versus pass. Oh, but it's a 20. All right, so first we'll figure out what the play is, and then we have to roll again, and we might have an injured player or a penalty. So it is a medium gain because we didn't get a square, so it'll be a gain of 2d6. And they do just get enough for a 7-point conversion, but let's see. what the 20+ result is. And and it's going to be an injured player, and player number 3. So the Southmen are going to lose one of their defenders, and they will have to bring in. Let's see. Ooh, their 2 backup defenders are not fantastic. All right. That's why they were on the bench. But all right. So we converted for 7 points. So the Southmen will take over from that 7. Southmen do still have their strategy card, but have not had an opportunity to use it. As Dale joins us, welcome, Dale. All right. Yes, it has been a long time since I have gotten to showcase Fury football. Oh, and I forgot to add the conversion. So the Americans up now 28-13. Let's see. And from the 7, we will start in a react defense. They are going to call a run play. We're going to check on player number 6. And it's going to end up being a short gain. So just a 1d6 gain. Oh, but it's going to be a gain of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So second down into Americans' territory. We will switch to the Fury defense. As Nate joins us. Welcome, Nate. Let's see, some drive time football. I know that Dave was just showcasing some drive time football. Please check out his videos on that. I have not gotten that on my table yet. Let's see. So they are going to call a run. And again, we're going to check on the Americans. And this is going to be a no gain. We do not get the fumble. So we hold them up on second down. Here comes third down. We'll stick into the Fury defense. And let's see, they are going to call a pass. It's going to go to player number 8. So Burbridge is going to get a block and a medium gain here on third down. A gain of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and a touchdown. So that makes it 20-28. So they are going to go, let's see, they'll go for a 5-point conversion. So they'll be within field goal range. Or, I don't know. Well, let's see. We'll roll, and if they get a dot, they'll go for 7. And they're going to go for 7. All right. Let's see. We'll be in a pass defense for this play. And they're going to audible. Oh, so they'll audible to a run. It's going to go to their quarterback. Their quarterback gets them a medium gain on a run play. So 2d6 yards. They're looking for a total of 7, and they get it. All right, so it is a 1-point game as the Americans come on for their last possession of the game. They lead it, though, 28-27, and they will start at the 7, their own 7. All right, we will call a pass play on first down. And they will call a Fury defense. Not going to matter because it's going to go to our player. So it's going to go to, let's see, what was that? Wisniewski, who will get a medium gain. So 2d6 yards, a gain of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Second down coming up, but we are into the Southmen territory. Let's go to a run play here on second down. They are going to call a react defense. And we're going to look at their player number 5. Oh, so Jennings is, well, still going to be a gain. They're going to hold us to a short gain. Oh, but it's a gain of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a touchdown for the Americans. So that'll make it 35 to 27. Ooh. And I guess we will go for 7 to try to put the game out of reach. If we can convert this, it will seal the deal. And we will call a pass play. Let's see. They will call a Fury defense, but it's going to go to their player number 6. Let's see. And it's going to be incomplete. So we do not convert. So this is still a game here, and the Southmen can still win this. They need to score and then convert a 3-point conversion. All right, and they will start at midfield. Let's start in a we'll start in a react defense, and they are going to be in a pass. We're going to go to player number 7. That's going to be a medium gain, and a gain of 7. So that'll put them down at the 3. We will call a run defense on 2nd down. And they call a run. It's going to go to player number 5. And it's going to be held for no gain. We were looking for a fumble, but they don't get it. We're going to stay in the run defense. Here comes 3rd down. They will stay in the run as well. But it's going to go to player number 7. Oh, but it's still going to be a no gain. All right, so here we go. This is the game right here. We need to hold them. We are going to... Oh, boy. Huh. We are going to stay in the run defense. They are going to call a run. Let's see. So 18 on a run. It's going to be a loss, and that's going to be the game. It'll be a loss of 5. And that will do it. The Americans will move on. And the Southmen come up just short. They never got a chance to use their strategy card. So the Southmen will get bumped into the losers bracket, and the Americans will move on to face the Hawaiians. All right, so we'll clear off these teams, and we will set up for our second game. And I have to say, I think I'm the more I'm using my house rule here about the conversions, I'm really liking them. Let me know what you guys think about those conversions. Like I said, it's just for the purposes of the stream and not constantly having 1-point conversions go through and make a game drag on. I like the idea of having one time to do it, but the less the points are, the further away your opponent will be when they take over. All right, let's see. So the Southmen, they are the... Let's see, the L... Where's the L1? Oh, there's the L1. Okay. So the Southmen are first team into the losers bracket, and they will be on life support. And now let's see, between the Storm and the Sharks, who will move on to face the Texans. All right. And it is the Storm who will be controlled by the AI. And I will be calling the plays for the Sharks. The Storm, probably one of the coolest color schemes here in this set. Kind of reminiscent of the Seahawks uniforms, the color scheme, that green, although maybe not quite like the highlighter green that they have used. For the Storm, who will have first rights to the strategy cards, there is they have a referee help. It's a video reversal. It changes an interception result to an incomplete. Reset the score here to 0-0. I'm glad that I was able to find another way to use my counters from, this is from Sentinels of the Multiverse. They're hit point counters, but they also do a really good job of being score counters for games like this. I figured since it's the World Football League, I would go as low tech as I could for tonight. All right, so here come the Sharks. Get their defense set up, and then their offense. All right, and then their strategy card is a defense boost, and it's a loss of down. Takes away a down from the offense, and it must be played on second or third down. So they will have to wait for the Storm to use their card as Keith joins us. All right. Welcome, Keith. All right. Keith says, I like the die roll to change up the conversion attempt. Yes. Oh. All right. So we'll start at midfield for our first possession. And let's see. With the Sharks, they have a lot of good gains on passing, so I think they're probably going to be passing a lot. So we'll pass on first down. The defense will be in a react. Not going to matter though, as we rolled a 4 on the 20-sided die. And that is going to be a incomplete pass on first down. We'll stick with the pass for second down. And it is going to go to number 11 here. That is Juhas. And he is going to get us a medium gain. So 2d6 gain on second down. Oh, we'll get us down to the 1. Here comes third down. Let's run it here on third. And the defense calls it gotcha. So they will be in a run defense, but not going to matter as we rolled an 8. Long gain as McGreevy gives us a fantastic block. So in for the score, the Sharks punch it through first, and they go up 7-0. Let's go for 3 here on our first conversion. We'll stick with the run. They stick with a gotcha, so it'll be a run. So let's see, at 18, that is going to be a loss. Ooh, and that's going to push us back. Well, it'll push us back 1. And that is where the Storm will take over on their own 4. Let's see. We are going to... we're going to start in a Fury defense here on first down. They are going to call a pass play, but it's going to go to our defense. Oh, and that's going to be a sack. Let's see, a sack by Tozier. So that's going to move him back D6 yards. Oh, and that is going to be a touchdown for the defense. No safeties in Fury football. So the Sharks go up 14-0, and now they get a free conversion play. So no matter what happens here, the the Storm will take over at midfield. So we might as well go for 7. And we'll call a pass play. They are going to call, let's see, they call a pass defense. So that's probably going to stop it. And yes, it'll be intercepted. So no conversion. And now we will go to, or no, sorry, it won't be the Storm taking over at midfield. It'll be the Sharks taking over at midfield for their second possession. All right, so they're already up 2 scores. Now starting at midfield. Let's see. We will call a pass play on first down, and they're going to call a pass defense, but it's going to go to our offensive end, Layden, for a long gain. So 3d6 yards gained. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That'll take us down to the 1. Second down and 1. And, oh boy, the Sharks looking to put this game away maybe early. We'll call a run play here on second down. They are going to be in a fury defense, but it's number 11. That's a short gain. And so that'll be another touchdown. And they go up 21. 21-0. We will go for a 5-point conversion, and we'll call a pass play. As Bill joins us from High Volume Games. Welcome, Bill. Let's see, and the defense is going to be in a react. 13, it's going to go to player number 1. That is going to be incomplete. So the conversion fails. So it will remain 21-0, and the Storm will start their second possession at midfield. We will be in a react defense for first down. They are going to call a pass play. Pass play on a react at 16 will go to player number 3, and that is going to be intercepted. And oh boy, the Sharks are putting a beating down on the Storm. So we will take over there. So interceptions, there's no returns or anything. It's just where the team started their play. All right, so we'll start on the opposite side of midfield. Let's go with a pass play on first down, and they are going to call. They're going to call. So they'll be in a pass defense, but it's going to go to player number 1, and they're going to intercept it. All right. Oh, and that was possession number 3. All right, so the Storm defense trying to keep them in the game, and they will take things back over. Let's see, that should have been at the 7, because there was no. No, it was at 9. Okay. All right. So the Storm trying to storm back into the game. This is their 3rd possession of the game. They need to get a score here. And sorry, we'll be in a. I guess we'll be in a react defense. 13. They call a pass. Oh, it's going to go to player number 1. And it's going to be intercepted again. Wow. So back to back interceptions. My goodness. So now the Sharks will take back over for their 4th possession. And I think that the game now is pretty much out of reach if they're able to score here. We will pass on first down. They call a react defense. 14 for a pass is going to go to player number 2. It'll be a short gain. And gain of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Second down. And short, let's call a run. Let's see. They will call. They call a react defense. 15. A run is going to go to player number 5. That will be for no gain. So third down coming up. Let's call a run play again. Let's see. This is going to be, again, a react defense. Player number 3. Oh boy, they needed to get this square, but instead they got a circle. So a medium gain. Oh, and this is probably going to be the dagger score. And indeed it is. All right, so the Sharks up 28-0, and it's probably not going to matter. They're going to go for a 3-point conversion just to try to pin them deep. And we will pass. Let's see. They're going to gut you, so they'll be in a pass defense, but it's going to go to player number 7 for a long gain, and with rolling 3 dice and only needing 3, that is going to score no matter what. So there we go. 35 to nothing. And the Storm take over at their own 3, and they're just playing for pride at this point. We'll be in a Fury defense. Let's see. They call a pass. 15. Oh, it's going to be a long gain. Long gain for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 yards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And second down coming up. We'll stick in the Fury defense. They are going to stick with the pass. But it's going to go to player number 6. And with a circle, it's going to be an incomplete pass. We again will stay with the Fury defense. They stick with the pass, but this time it's going to player number 9. And, oh, it would be an automatic touchdown, but instead it's going to get switched to a medium gain because of the square on the Fury die. So a 2d6 gain of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And here comes fourth down. And we'll stick with the Fury defense. They are going to pass. And it's going to go to player number 8. And that is going to be a touchdown. So they get a garbage time touchdown, and they'll go for 7. For the conversion, we'll call a pass defense. Let's see, and they call, let's see, a 4 would actually be a run. Player number 3, that is going to be a short gain, so they're not going to convert, and that is going to do it. So the Sharks will move on, and they will take on the Texans in the winner's bracket, while the Storm, they will be muddling along down to the loser's bracket. And just a sec, we will see. Or actually, I don't think we're going to know who they will face in the second round yet. Let me clear out the cards. We'll bring out our bracket and let you know what to expect for our next show. Appreciate everyone tuning in here on a Friday. Hope you guys had a good week. It has been just absolutely bitterly cold here in New England. Although they say that it is somehow going to get above 50 at some point next week, which I'm very much looking forward to, because all the snow that we got has completely iced over. And so I'm very much looking forward to getting rid of that. All right, so the Sharks move on to face the Texans. And let's see, the loser of game number 2. No, they'll be down here. All right, so the Storm will be down here. All right. So next week on the show, which I think Wednesday is going to end up being my normal day for this project, we will play out the Stars versus the Blazers to see who will face the Sun, and then the Wheels versus Bell to see who takes on the Fire. And that will conclude our first round. I kind of like the idea for this tournament. It's kind of a cool way to do a not really a season, but you know, a project. Make sure every team gets on the table at least twice. But it's not a huge time commitment. At most, it's going to be 23 games, 22 if the winner of the winners bracket defeats the eventual winner of the losers bracket. So thought this was kind of a fun way to get Fury football onto the table, and as well to really showcase this absolutely fantastic World Football League remix set available for Fury football. So if you're interested in that World Football League set, there is a link down the show notes below, so you can pick that up and add it to your tabletop. But otherwise, we will see you guys next week. Next Monday, we are going to be heading down to the racetrack, where we're going to be taking a look at the newest Scram season, and we're going to be running a race with the B series. So a favorite of the channel will be back racing. I'll have to break out my Exum Racing shirt for next Monday. So hope you can join me then. And then we'll plan on next Wednesday. We'll continue our double elimination tournament for the WFL. Until then, though, hope everybody has a fantastic weekend. Again, thank you guys for joining me here. Until then, my name's Steve. Get out there, have fun, play games, and I will see you after further review. Have a good night, guys.